What's up everybody, studcity here, and today I'm bringing you a QA video. I have questions pulled up from the prior. I did a community post where I asked you guys to ask me any questions to get a personal background on me, and I'm stoked for you guys to find out a little bit more about me. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. So make sure you smash that like button. Okay guys, from question number 1, this one is from not ZSC Studios, and he asked, what was one of your first Lego sets and exposure to Lego? Now, my first Lego set as a kid was the Hogwarts Express. Now, this one was from, I believe, 2005, 2006. It was the second edition of the Hogwarts Express. So that was my first exposure. Absolutely loved that set. That was my only Lego set as a kid. I know, hard to believe. Here, as an adult, I have way more Lego. But that was my first set. I really enjoyed it. I loved trains. And I now, if you could see it barely in the background there, I have the newer Lego Hogwarts Express that I mocked up. So that was my first set of a blast from the past and the future. I do still have that one. It is super dirty, needs a great cleaning. You can actually convert it to 9-volt, in which I've never done because again, my parents just really didn't buy me Lego as a kid. So that's where I had to stop my Lego addiction as a young one. But it has progressively got insane. I've been collecting Lego for quite some time now, and I'm so happy to look forward to collecting in the future. Next question, guys, comes from Portal Master Studios, and he asks, if you could have any retired Lego set for free, what would it be? Now, this one is kind of hard to do. I would go for one of 2 sets. I would actually go for a second Santa Fe that is clearly retired, but I do have one. I love that set so much. I would love to have a second one and do kind of a back-to-back on the engine here. I would not mind that for free. Or another one is one I don't have, and it would be the Town Hall, the Modular. That is a set I just have to have in the future. I hope to get it one day. I hope I'm able to get it one day. It's a beautiful modular, and I really want that to be the base of my city, maybe with a police station modular next to it. I think that would go so good together. I do have the police station, but not that town hall. So those would be the 2 sets I would get. If you had to give me one, I guess I would go with town hall, just because I don't have that one yet, and definitely a set I want to see added into my city. Next question, guys, comes from Just Build It 2. Now, he asks, what inspired you to start YouTube? Guys, we had the pandemic around March of 2020, and I had some time, of course. I started doing hydroponics in my basement. I started growing my own vegetables, and I was like, hey, maybe I should record this. This is something, it's not too out in society. I kind of want to spread awareness of it. It's really cool. You can grow fruits and vegetables from within your own home in your basement. And I just started recording. I started making videos, and I only did, a handful of videos. And at the time, I was sincerely collecting Lego like crazy. And I was like, why don't I start a Lego city? And why don't I start showing some of my builds and stuff like that? And it just kind of kick-started the Lego addiction. Making a channel really just made me get more Lego. And I enjoyed it, and I met really, really good people. So I think the biggest thing of starting the YouTube channel was meeting really cool people, and they just kind of inspired me to do more and more. So that's probably the number one thing on why I started a channel. It was so fun meeting so many cool people and great people within the community. It just kind of provoked me to continue on to keep making videos and stuff like that. Next question, guys, we have from Battle Bricks, a guy who is very welcome to the channel. We always do live streams together. But he asked, what is your favorite 18+ set? This one came really easy to me. I'm going with the Lego Ideas Medieval Blacksmith. I just built that one last week, and one of the best sets I've ever built in my Lego collection series. The set was packed with details. For 150 US, compares to a modular. A modular is built on a base plate. The blacksmith was built on its own plates, and I think the blacksmith's better. I really do. I plan on putting it in the city, right outside here, or maybe even add another table. We'll see. But I want to put the tree house over there and maybe the blacksmith and make kind of a forest area. So as far as an 18+ set, the blacksmith, it has it. I recommend everyone to get it who's a serious Lego collector. That thing is absolutely gorgeous of a building. The details, the fun play, the light up brick in it, really, really cool. And if you haven't seen my review on it, I would recommend checking it out. I incorporate all the a lot of cool details in it as I build that set. Our next question, guys, comes from Bricks Cam. He asks, what Lego set do you think has the best minifigures? And I thought about this one for a good amount of time, guys, and I think the best set is actually Ninjago City Gardens, because those minifigs, I think it comes with 22 minifigs, all great minifigs, comes from all the ninja. Some are in suit, and then of course they had Lloyd as a kid, as well as Jay and Nia that were not in their ninja suit. I think that was really cool, as well as a bunch of outside minifigs, and of course you get limited edition Golden Woot. So definitely for me, it's a set I don't have, but I do plan on getting. The best minifigs come in that. I'm so stoked to get that one. I don't really have a lot of those minifigures, and I just think it has all around all the minifigs from the show that like are pretty basic. So that's my number one set for minifigs. Our next question, guys, from Georgiana is, what modular do you want to see Lego make? Now, this is a pretty easy question for me. I would love to see Lego make a Lego casino as a modular, with a hotel, of course, like a main lobby area that has to be pretty beautiful, and then a bunch of gaming tables. I think it would be awesome. It really would. I think it would do well as well, but who knows if they're even allowed to do that. But something I would definitely buy and love to see them make. If you had to get away from that kind of 18 over and like adult era there, I would go with maybe like a cyberpunk building or like a arcade or something like that. But something amongst those lines, I think Lego should really consider on making. It's different. It's not, you know, your typical standard restaurant. It's not your typical standard cafe. It's not your typical standard apartment. I think it just offers something extremely different. And maybe it's something they make a double modular out of and make it way bigger, or make it a kind of a, you know, 6-story building. I still think it would do well. As far as like big collectors as myself, I think a lot of people would buy it and enjoy that set. It's definitely something I would really, really like to see. Will it happen? I doubt it, but again, I'd love to see it. Next question comes from JRN Bricks, and he asks, opinion on the Van Gogh set. Now, guys, I had a very controversial video on this in the past where I made a thumbnail saying I really didn't like it, and it sparked a lot of hate in the community. But I really didn't like the set. It's personally not for me. I'm valid to my own opinion, and I will not get that set. I do not like it. I do love paintings. I love prized possession paintings. It's something I have an interest in. However, the Van Gogh set really isn't for me. I do not like the 3D aspect of it. If it was a simple mural that I could paint, put on my wall, I think that's something I would get. Kind of like the Sith art, or you know, one of those art sets like the Mosaics. That's something I would look forward to from, especially the Van Gogh. You know, the Starry Night. It's a beautiful painting, but as far as a 3D model from Lego, I don't see myself getting it. I don't know how I would display it. Sure as heck will not fit in my city. So a set that is just not for me. Finally, guys, I have the last question here from JB Instructions. He asks, how much does your city cost? Now, I did not get an estimate. I just took a rough estimate of this. I did not want to give an exact number or something close to it. I just kind of, because I did buy a lot of these sets after like they're open from like Marketplace or stuff like that. So I did get really good deals, but of course it is very costly. If you had to like put me on the spot right now, everything's sitting on this table, I would have to give you an estimated price of around $3,500 to $4,000. That's just everything on the table. I'm not including side sets and sets that are down here. I'm literally just talking everything on my table, as maybe with the trains, even the trains on the table. It is extremely costly. I have, you know, some retired trains that are pretty hefty in price themselves, let alone the rest of the city, the base plates, the minifigs that are on here currently, the modulars, but definitely would like to see how much I exactly spent. I do have a lot of receipts. I keep my receipts, guys. I vlog everything because I'm very OCD like that, but I'd have to say around $3,500 to $4,000 for the city as it is. And of course that is growing like crazy. So we'll definitely keep that updated. And finally, guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to ask me more questions, I will be posting a community post sometime here in the near future. If you want to ask me more questions and get really personal with me, I'll be like sure to answer them. I do like making videos like this. I enjoy them, and I like you guys knowing a little bit more about myself. I'm glad you guys take interest in me, and I'm happy to share with you guys my experiences. I love to do it. It's something I really enjoy. So again, guys, I really thank you. I can't thank you enough for asking the questions. All really good questions, and I can't wait to see if you guys have any more questions. That'll do it, guys, though. Stud City out.